Hey, here I am on my third of the 10-day countdown to my birthday to turn 7, my 7th anniversary of becoming the Martin I was supposed to be if I wasn't born in cultures of the Homo communia. Too late to have been born in a human Homo sapien culture by the time I was born. They no longer existed. Oh, well, I did my bucket bath. I did a lot of cleaning inside. Did a few walks for water that I use for cleaning. And didn't cook, ate raw stuff like can of beans, part of it, and tuna with some old croissants that I didn't heat up. And also some vegetables that I started peeling that were going bad in a foam cooler that still need to be washed properly, but they all smell anyways like the potato from the dirt that was in there, so it doesn't really make a difference. But I'd have to cook them a long time, and there's a lot of people by the fires, and they leave their stuff there. So I'll wait till tomorrow till a few of them might leave, and maybe use one of the fire pits and bring my things to cook some things. And if I don't, it's okay. I'm just trying not to waste food that I was given at the food bank. A lot of fruit and vegetables, more than I'm used to because of my bad habits, but I am going to try and improve that. And I'm also, it's still, it's still more than a person can do without easily cooking things, because you kind of run out of energy sometimes, or resources to cook things at the stage that I'm at. But it's all going to be improving as I approach my birthday, but not in a way that I'll become the typical consumer again and eat too much. I like my body. It's healthy. It's still going through things right now. I'm taking probiotics, or a compound that I know I wanted to take to help my gut, and it's having an impact, and it's going to be great soon when I eat just small collation, during the day. Even like an entire sandwich is not even good for me anymore, even if it was made from a gluten-free bread. So for me, it's small portions, a lot of walking, and a lot of water. And I'm taking Metamucil with some of the distilled water that I prefer to drink. So even when I get water flowing through the Mosicho, it'll just be to wash dishes and things like that, brush my teeth. It won't be to drink. I prefer the taste and the feeling of distilled water, and it's pretty cheap buying it, even if it's kind of meant for a radiator or whatever. But President's Choice has good prices that seem regular for large quantities, and I recycle and I reuse the containers for other things. So good progress today, except not a lot of homework, because I didn't feel like getting my mind too focused on those kind of things today. They will have to be tomorrow, because there's some homework that I want to mail in the post on Monday, so it has to be done really well tomorrow, so I'll do that. But I'm making progress, and I did some reading, and I tried a different posture for a seat here, see what it's like. So I'm happy. In some of the next posts, I want to talk about why I'm single, because now I'm kind of more or less clean from my bucket bath and brush my teeth a few times, long periods today, and just change my sheets and shave my head. And the reason I don't have a girlfriend is largely because I'd make a good boyfriend, I'd make a good husband, I'd make a good father, and I'll explain more of these later, but I'm not the kind of person that a woman is attracted to, which also is a screening for me, because they would largely not be the kind of women I'd be successful in a long-term relationship with, because they probably don't have the right priorities, sense of awareness, maturity levels, would be capable of seeing me for who I am and appreciate me for who I am, and therefore capable of being in a long-term relationship with me, and not just lose me and say, I don't understand, this was so good, this was so good, and then you have to explain, this juvenile person, what caused me to leave. But I don't do that thing anymore. I've been in 3 4-year relationships, and there was a lot of red flags with those relationships, but I tried them anyways. But now I prefer at my age being alone or getting the right one where the red flags are minimal. I don't think it's possible that they'd be non-existent, but there are some very important conversations that can be had at the beginning with a clear understanding when the stage of commitment is being considered long-term. So, and it's not a wedding or a ceremony because those are fake and they don't really include the right conversations. Even if some people say, "Oh, you got to see this marriage counselor," they're not very good at what they do, and the people that marry others are not very good at what they do. So I wouldn't know how to do that, and I would say, well, I am very much interested in you in the long term. Here's some of the worries I have. Here's some of the things I appreciate about you. Here's some of the projected issues I believe we will have to overcome if we're going to be in a long term. And my strategy, if you believe that there is a strategy for this thing like I do, for us to be together, would be this kind of change in the way we see the future as individuals who would now be together. I believe these conversations are possible for me, and I believe that if I reach a point that I want to have that conversation with a woman, that she would be capable of them as well. But I do not believe it is likely that I could find such a woman, although theoretically they could exist, right?